And hello and welcome, Aries. And we are starting with the Five of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the King of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. Finally, a power card for you, Justice, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the High Priestess. So nice balance right there with your two power cards being right beginning and end of that, the second half of the reading. So you have a lot of challenge here. You have a good amount of swords here. So let's go ahead and start out with those, starting with your five. Now the Five of Swords is talking about being aware of a change being needed. So, and knowing that it's time to address that change. So that can be a little bit difficult, especially if it's something that really is a wake-up call per se. Like you really weren't aware that something needed to be changed, and now it's very obvious to you it needs to be changed. So this week, when you realize this, you have a very impulsive nature. You have a good, strong, impulsive side to you, Aries. So tap into that. I know that sounds crazy, tap into your impulsive nature, but it might help you, especially if this situation, this tension that needs to be, cut or needs to be changed, if it's something that's going to be really difficult for you, just kind of jump into it and tap into how you handle things when you're being impulsive. That might help you get through this if it's something that's going to be difficult for you. Now we also have the King of Swords. With the King of Swords, we're talking about full understanding of something that's normally very complex, something that you are definitely stumped by. You don't get it, you don't understand it. That is going to be, that's not going to be an issue for you this week, Aries. You're going to be your power of analysis is going to be outstanding. So that may help you with that Five of Swords, with this situation that has to be nipped in the bud, something that has to be changed. So working together, those two swords working together should make this easier for you. Because I've got the feeling, I just have a very strong feeling that it's something that would normally be difficult for you. And then with the Four of Swords, we're talking about taking a moment to contemplate and to really give this some thought. So this big decision that has to be made. So apparently they are all talking to each other about this decision, this change, this thing that you need to do, Aries. They're all talking about that this week. But that Four of Swords is saying, yes, it's okay. I told you, tap into your impulsive nature with the five, but I'm also seeing with the four that it is going to be something that you're going to have to give some real thought to, really take some time and just kind of recharge yourself and give yourself that strength and that fortitude that you're going to need to make this change. So again, I'm seeing that it's going to be something that's going to be difficult for you, Aries, something that you wouldn't normally do, and something that, like I said, it's that wake-up call. It's something that you probably weren't even really aware of until now, until this weekend. Now you're like, oh, now I got to deal with it. So yeah, you do have to deal with it, but you have lots of help. You're going to need to take a minute for yourself to really think about this, take a little break, and really contemplate, how am I best suited to solve this? And because the King of Swords is saying that your power of analysis, your knowledge about this is going to really help you make a good, strong decision and do the right thing and do it well. Then you have your action card, your Ace of Wands. Excuse me. Now, the Ace of Wands is talking about potential new beginnings and expansion or growth, something that is a big change for the better. So possibly even something in the creative realm. So this change is happening for that reason. the change that you're this thing that you're addressing, this wake up call that you're having, and the change that's going to be happening because of that is going to free you up and open you up to new things, some new challenges, potential new beginnings. So you need to make the change in order for yourself to get better. So the Ace of Wands is saying that this challenge is necessary and it's going to be for the good. It's going to be for your betterment. But as you can see, you do have the Five of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles is the downer money card. It's the one that's saying you feel at a loss, not just at a loss financially, but almost feel that isolation from when you don't have the funds, when you don't have the money, and you just feel left out. So perhaps that is the wake-up call. The wake-up call, they are both fives and they are balanced, just like your power cards are balanced. The Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles are balanced, Aries. So quite possibly that could be the wake-up call. That could be the change that you need to make, the understanding, perhaps maybe how you're going to parlay this into being better with money, to finding new ways to make money, basically finding a way to get away from that feeling of loss when it comes to finances. So you are going to be doing some really good work as far as getting better with your finances. The Ace of Wands kind of dictates that that's what's going to happen. New beginnings and growth and that expansion. So your Five of Pentacles, even though it is the downer card, it is kind of telling you, okay, well, this is finances are going to be what you're working on. That wake-up call is, oh man, I suck when it comes to money. So I'm thinking that that's probably pretty much what it's going to be. That Five of Pentacles, the only money card you have, is saying that money is not great right now. Probably hasn't been for a while, and that's why the Five of Pentacles, or sorry, the Five of Swords here is waking you up. Then we have just the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is talking about feeling very self-confident and really feeling stable, especially at home, your home life. So you do have that going for you. You have your home life, you have your people in your corner that are there for you and will support you regardless of what's going on. So even more so this week, Aries, they're going to be there for you. Perhaps even some of the advice you get will be from them. Maybe being told, well, sometimes knowing where you are not good with money. I mean, it's not always everything. Oddly enough, it's not always spending. So maybe this person, along with, of course, you also have the High Priestess there. Maybe it's going to be your people are going to support you and be there for you and help you feel more self-confident, keep that high self-esteem. And part of the reason is going to be because they're going to help you figure out where you need help with money. You have Justice here, and Justice is just telling you, reminding you to keep that balance going and to make sure that you keep your sense of right and wrong intact, and also your virtue. You don't want to do something unscrupulous or something that's going to make you feel bad about your choices. So Justice is just there to remind you to do good in order to be good, right? And then last but not least, your High Priestess, she is there to really help you fine-tune your sense of intuition and your insight, and make sure that you are listening to your higher self, making sure that you're being receptive to those messages, because that's important as well, especially if you're working on something that you know is a weakness of your own. So just be gentle with yourself and remember that you have lots of people there to help you, and this is going to be a good week to address that, and more than likely it's going to be finances, Aries, and that is what I am seeing for you this week. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energy show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you.